Welcome to my inn, the Carriage Rest Inn, a place where the bard has tales that spin. As our weary travelers struggle to find their role in this world divided with souls that are full. Trust, confusion, loyalty are a greater foe than any arrow sprung from a bow. Who is dark, who is light, a constant battle over who is right. Listen as we begin here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Hello and welcome to Season 4 of Carriage Rest Tales. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Mike. And before we introduce our characters, we're going to go to the left first. But how is your character feeling in this emotional state right now?
I mean, obviously, Vimus. I mean, he's very confused, trying to balance out this, I think, good and dark side of things. Like, who am I really? Am I Nomus? Am I Vive? Obviously, I think from last episode, he's in a weird state of mind.
Yeah, and Vaso, right now, he's just very antsy, ready to go out and find his dad. That's like his main objective right now.
So you kind of got like horse blinders on, just
yep,
task ahead.
He sees what's going on with Nomus/Vive, but it's not his number one priority.
Like it?
Meanwhile, Woods has all of the priorities. So she's I think, a bundle of confusion, right? So she's walked through the whole Vimus situation and feels like she experienced it with him. She still has regret and remorse about Vaso's dad, but still thinks she did the right thing and really wants to stay true to that. And, then there's this whole other thing where she's very, very concerned that if she ends this spell, these two worlds are going to slam into each other and she is going to cause so much chaos, and that is weighing on her so much that honestly, I don't know what she's going to do.
All right. Going back the other direction, so to my right, how are you as a player feeling with our story?
Samesies. Yeah. So the story's great. The story's phenomenal, right? Like, so many twists and turns, and I'm inherently confused. Like, I wish I was metagaming when I said, like, oh, I know what she's going to do. I don't know what she's going to do. I don't know, because I don't know what's right. Like, it's so confusing, and there's sides to both of it, and the spell needs to be ended. But man, when you have that much power to ruin that many mortal lives, like that's weighing on me as a person.
Yeah, I'm excited for it because, it's like, yeah, my character, he has one objective, but there's like 99 other things going on. So I'm just excited to see where it takes us,
Yeah, echoing that the story's awesome. And I think it's interesting that we all started this as, quote, good characters, and we thought we were all doing the right thing. But now it's like, just because something inherently looks good doesn't mean it is good. And everything from Dorma we thought was bad. We thought, oh, they're the evil ones, but that doesn't mean they're in the wrong or necessarily evil. I think they're just playing the hand they were dealt.
Yeah, it goes back to that, like, life's gray thing, right? Like, there's no black and white. And we live in this shades of gray that we just have to kind of navigate.
Yeah, and I can touch on this one because I am a player at the table, I guess. I am super excited how you guys have been moving through the story and uncovering things. And I'm so curious to see where it goes. Because another fun thing about being a dungeon master is I sometimes have no idea what's going to happen also, because I try to leave it to the players to see what they do with what I throw at them. So with that, we need Vaso over there to roll a D100 and tell me the results.
Wow, D100 off the bat. 38.
Perfect. Got it written down. Last we left off, you guys are outside the entrance of Cave Town, partially between Stringham and, Cave Town. That is where we left. What are you guys doing?
Vaso's getting supplies ready, getting ready to go out.
Where are you getting the supplies from?
Cave Town, anything he can get, rations, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever he has to do to get ready to go.
Okay, so we'll say that you did that before you guys exited, because I think you were doing that at the end of last episode. You were collecting things, then you grabbed Vimus and met Woods outside, I believe.
Woods is just like got her eye on Vimus, right? So there's only so much of him that she trusts, but he's a necessary evil, right? Like, but watching him struggle, it is weighing on her heart so much more that this could be happening to almost every person on this planet if they follow through what they're supposed to do.
It's like a future that might be impacting a lot of people.
Yeah, it literally impacts everyone. Because even if you're not getting slammed in to your Dorma self, somebody around you is, and you're going to have to deal with that. Or do they leave? Do they all, I guess we're all in just one place, right? So does Dorma go away? Does Ivana stay? Is it a new world combined? She's got 1,000 questions.
I think since we're just going with Vimus at this point, Vimus is playing his eggshell maraca thing that Woods provided him, and I think he's meditating, knowing that he needs to be there for his friends to rescue Clyde, Vasso's dad. But I think he also realizes that he's going to have to rely on his other side in order to succeed in the mission.
At some point, yeah.
Trying to find that balance of when do I not necessarily relinquish control, but allow that darker side of him to take over and help.
Gotcha.
So what's the plan, Vaso?
Okay. Vaso is going to talk to these two. We're going to be like, all right, let's head towards Stringham. Let's just start heading that way.
Well, yeah, but like, we're like three and a half, four of the most wanted people on this earth.
Yeah,
we were just gonna walk.
Not really. I think we've kind of died down from that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Okay.
We got to get a boat.
Okay.
We need a boat. So let's head to Stringham and let's get a boat.
And we're going to the Iron Mist?
Yes.
But okay. Where is that exactly? Don't you know?
Yeah. I was going to ask him when we're away from the cave.
Okay.
He needs to tap into.
Oh my God, this is gonna be a disaster.
You know who. He needs to tap in. He needs to tap into you know who. But I want him to be away from the elves.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Oh my, Lucia.
Come on, buddy.
Yes, I can.
Let's go, Nomus.
I can get you there, but yeah, I can get you there.
Okay.
As he's still playing his
How long is
maraca.
How long is it gonna take us to get there?
To key in on this one.
I don't know.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
We're there.
So it's already been established that the Iron Mist is like all the cities in Dorma, a traveling city. So it's a fortress city that moves around. Vimus, go ahead and roll a history check.
11?
I'm going to say at this point, you're still kind of muddled on how much time has actually passed since you were quote unquote rescued, captured, that you're not quite sure at this moment where the Iron Mist would be located. I guess you could say it would be somewhere south of Black Bay Harbor, but like in that like quarter of the continent. Like,
oh, good.
Okay.
We've narrowed it down to a quarter of a continent.
Yep. So it's a big area. You're not quite sure just because you don't know how much time has passed.
Okay. Nomus is going to start to slowly stop playing the maraca to allow that other side to come through and try to think about logistically who's there at the Iron Mist. Like, our allies there, as far as he knows, would Grace be there, or Korgon, Theron, the professor? Like, would it actually be easy for him to get in there?
Okay, so go ahead and roll another history check on this case for not the location of the city, but what allies would be at the city.
Can Nomus give Vive Bardic Inspiration? Just
I don't think it works that way because you're the same person now.
9.
9.
We're really fuzzy.
This one you would know just because it was your orders. You had tasked Korgon with going and destroying the Ivana Dwarven capital. If you remember, your instructions, Vive's instructions, were to leave no survivors.
Okay.
And that city is called Kamachi, which is a dwarven city in the Quiet Ridge Mountains that is known for their forges and for their annual foraging competition.
And that was in the Ivana side?
Yep, that's in the Ivana side.
Okay, so Corgon may or may not be at the Iron Mist,
Yeah.
is what he's trying to put together.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
But you wouldn't know anything about the other ones.
Okay. So I think while the music has stopped, he's going to let Memories of Vive kind of go through and try to plan this expedition of this is where we need to head, time of day, this is where we need to go.
Okay. He's going to start trying to work through that.
Yes.
We rolled the history checks already, so you kind of know that Corgon was going to some Ivana city, so he's probably going to be somewhere around there. You know the Iron Mist is in the south quadrant of the continent, but other than that, you know you have to go south.
Yeah.
Or southeast if you're trying to go to Kamachi.
Would it be faster, I guess, to get there by boat?
It'd be faster to get to like Black Bay Harbor, because then you would know that you would just go south. Because if you remember, the Lone Peak, which is the big volcano, the dormant volcano next to Black Bay Harbor, is on the north side of it. So you'd have to get around that. Might be easier to go by sea than it would be to go by land, just because of that huge mountain.
So if we find your pal Corgon, would he be able to tell us where the Iron Mist is? Would he have
Possibly.
Would he have that information?
Possibly, yes.
I don't know if I like this.
I think that's our best bet because, you know, a quarter of a continent. I mean, it's...
Do you think if we're in Dorma, you'll be able to sense it more? Have a better
There's-
sense?
Only one way to find out.
There's also a lot of like monsters and, you know, those things called Denoa.
I'm aware.
Remember those things?
I'm well
Yeah.
aware of what is over there.
Yeah. Kind of don't want to...
Okay, just
Get
because you're
killed.
afraid to go over there and you get all weird and you're
No, I'm just trying to be smart.
anxiety in your little chest.
I'm just trying to be smart. Work
This is
smarter,
fun.
not harder.
This is fun to watch.
Yeah.
Some things have never changed. Yes, arguing.
If
amongst the
I'm
group.
just thinking if we pop over there, you could stay here, but if we pop over there, maybe you'll get a better sense of where we need to be
Oh, yeah.
quicker.
You can do that.
I don't know. I guess let's just go to Black Bay. I don't want to go to Black Bay Harbor. Do you want to go to Black Bay Harbor?
We can go till we see it and then head south. We don't have to land there.
Can we just go south now? Where are we? Where even are we?
Stringham.
Great. I don't know where that is. I grew up in a mountain somewhere.
It's to the north.
We spent like an entire season there.
What season? Fall? Spring? What season, Vaso?
I have a map of Black Bay Harbor.
I know. I just literally was just on the website like trying to find the map.
Well, since none of us really have sailing skills,
Speak for yourself.
hashtag Kincaid's not here yet.
I don't know how to sail. I think I can
I'm
swim.
not letting you recruit me.
Can you please play two
I
characters?
left him in Stringham. Just saying.
All right. So we're going to journey to the water to the south and get on a boat and just get to the middle of the ocean and open a riff and pop to the other side and
we're
look up.
We're gonna try to find Corgon.
Okay. Who's Corgon?
He can be trusted. So we go find Corgon in Kamachi. He can tell us where the Iron Mist is. He's a very loyal ally.
Yeah, I remember Corgon from the stories.
Big and dangerous, though.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's not.
He
at least
enjoyed
it's not
hurting people.
Halara.
Oh, did you read about Halara?
Yeah, I did.
Halara's
personally-
dead.
I didn't really like him.
I thought he was great. He had a gravitas to him that
Corgon
the other two
killed
just didn't.
Halara.
Agree to disagree.
Yes, Corgon killed Halara. Why Theron just let it happen. So great. So we're gonna go find murderers.
Because
So that's
Halara tried to kill
Everybody.
Nomus.
Nomus, yeah. Yeah, Halara tried to kill
yeah.
our friend.
Corgon
And
saved
you
me.
like Halara? Wow.
I just liked things about him.
So let's go south.
All right, let's head to Stringham. We'll get ourselves a boat, and we'll get somebody that can sail the boat with us.
Okay, let's go.
Don't you have a friend that
Captain
sails? Can we hitch a ride with them?
Yeah,
Hide
yeah. Captain
amongst their
Brandon,
boat?
and Kincaid. Lucha, do they owe us any more favors? Hey guys, it's Sam. We just want to thank you so much for spending the last couple of seasons with us. We understand that you can do absolutely anything with your time, and we appreciate so much that you actively choose to spend an hour or so with us a couple times a month. Thank you. Thank you. We really appreciate it. We'd love you to check out our website at carriageresttales.com. If you haven't already, we'd love you to give us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform. Better yet, text it to a friend. share the love that you have for our podcast and the love that we have for you with those in your life. We'd really appreciate it. And once again, thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy the story.
As you guys are making your way towards Stringham, you get maybe about, let's say, 200 feet from the city, and you hear a blood-curdling scream from a lady. Probably 10 seconds later, you hear another scream, maybe an older gentleman, and then you hear another scream.
Oh.
And you just start hearing a lot of people running around, dropping things. You kind of hear some panic going on in front of you.
Chaos has found its way here. Should we help?
Yeah, well, we're about 4 seconds from a rift being opened and Denoa being everywhere, if this is how it's been.
The maraca has stopped.
Are,
I think it's time for a weapon.
are we going in? Are we?
Yeah, let's go and see what's going on.
All right, we're going to engage.
Basso, a weapon? You can trust me. I'm a friend. I am no use without a weapon.
Yeah, I'll hand him something that I grab. What do you want?
Something pointy.
We have Nomus's rapier of wind.
Okay, I'll hand that to him. Don't make me
And
regret
I
it.
take it, and you just see Nomus doing very proficient things with this rapier that you would never have thought he would know how to do.
Okay, great. Are you watching him, or am I? What's the plan here?
Oh, I'm not worried about him.
Okay, good.
I'm cool with him.
Oh, good. You're cool. You're just cool. You're just chill with him.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, we're all gonna die.
I'm stealthing.
You're stealthing? Okay.
19.
So you guys start moving forward, and then you turn to talk to Vimus, and he's just in the wind someplace. You run around one of the buildings, and you immediately start seeing some golden shards on the ground. And you see the loved ones that are like trying to hold these shards. And at this point, there's probably 8 shards that you see kind of in the square. And as you're looking around, you don't see any enemies.
I'm just gonna walk up to somebody holding a shard. What happened?
They're kind of like shaking and holding the shard, and they're only saying one word over and over and over again, which is Mordina. Mordina. And then you hear a bag of groceries drop next to you, and another golden shard appears as the apple goes rolling across the courtyard.
I'm gonna open a rift.
Okay.
I'm gonna disengage from this group and I head back, kind of not directly next to them, and I'm gonna open a rift. I want to see what's going on in Dorma.
Go ahead and roll to open your rift. I can't remember what it we did damage-wise for that. It's a D6, I think, or something like that.
Oh yeah, I don't have to roll a d20.
Yeah, you just take damage.
Yeah. 4.
Just give yourself 4 damage. This rift opened very easily for you, partly because the world is starting to get a little bit less restrictive, but obviously with all the screams, as you have correctly pointed out, there's a lot of trauma going on. So it opens up pretty easily.
Okay, I'm gonna. It's big enough for me to step through, and I want to see what's going on directly on the other side.
On the other side, you have seen a small sample of monsters starting to form. They're not quite in the city yet, but you can see them like moving towards the city, like kind of like they're drawn to maybe a weak point in Dorma. You can't quite make out what the monsters are, but you notice there's, 3 or 4 of them that are descending from the tree line towards the city or the town.
Okay, I'm gonna jump out and close the rift.
Okay, go ahead and take your damage. Double that because it's harder to close this rift right now.
I thought when I was holding my arrow, it was easier.
All right, so we'll do half that damage. So it was 2 to open it and then 4 to close it.
Okay.
While you're doing that, Vimus, the Vive part of you, recognize some of the dwarves that are in front of you. And you put them together as, wasn't that slaver Joan? Wasn't that slaver Matthew? And a small part of you starts to feel elated as you see them just poof into shards. But then also you start feeling nervous. Is a dwarven revolt happening at the Iron Mist? Is the question that kind of perks your mind.
What's wrong?
Yeah, I don't think you can see them.
Yeah, I'm stealth. I guess in other words, am I thinking that something that's happening at the Iron Mist is causing this Mordina on the Ivana side?
I'm not going to have you roll because you were role playing out trying to think through your memories. You remember that the instructions you gave Korgon was to go destroy the dwarven city of Kamachi and it was to not leave any survivors. The reason is because you wanted to kill all of the dwarves, which would kill all of the dwarves that are in the Iron Mist, which were starting to form a resistance. And now you're seeing that some of these dwarves that you're recognizing as the slavers from your past, they're starting to proof out of existence.
Okay. So Korgon is probably there now being successful.
Maybe.
So we need to go. He's there. So I'm going to pop out. Korgon is in Kamachi. We can't help these people here.
Yeah, I don't think
Let's go.
their other halves are dying. How can we get there faster? We have to be able to get there faster. How far is the temple?
As you guys are having this thought, a rift does open, and you see 3 spider-type creatures come pouring out of the open rift, and they are going to start attacking people unless you do something.
I'm going to close the rift.
Okay, so you're going to use your energy to close the rift.
How much is it? Do I discern how much it's going to take?
We'll say it's pretty chaotic right now. I'm going to say it's going to take 3 dice.
Okay.
They're dead anyway. Save your energy.
Yeah, we can't just leave this open.
They're dead. They're dying.
Fine.
We should go.
As we're walking away, I'm going to close it.
Okay.
So we're going to continue disengaging, but I'm going to close it.
All right, so you close the rift, and then you guys are just going to leave the town? Or are you going to help take care of the 3 monsters that came into existence?
Well, I'm not just going to stand here. I'm going to start shooting arrows and trying to kill these Denoa. I understand that there are people that are just poofing away, but these people are not poofing. So we can save them, and I'm going to save them.
Let's go ahead and roll some initiative so we get some turn order going on.
Oh, got a 1.
Well, you were just closing rifts, so that makes
That
sense.
makes sense. Technically, it was 6.
I'll still have you roll just so I know the order things are going on, so I remember to ask what Vimus or what Vaso are doing.
14.
15.
And then my monsters, just so I know, and I'll have the monsters and the citizens go at the same time. They got a 4, so right above Woods. Woods says to close the rift, declare that she's going to help the citizens. Now we're up to Vimus.
I think Vimus is in full Vive mode right now. So I think Vive is just going to watch.
You're going to stay like stealth behind things and just observe stuff?
I'll stealth.
Okay. I assumed you're rogue, so I assumed you're
Yeah.
just going to go stealth.
22.
So you slink back maybe inside like a doorway so you can look out easily but not be seen. Vaso, what are you doing?
He's gonna go up to one of the monsters and swing away.
Okay.
Okay, so he's got the sword now because he only has one arm.
Yep.
So, 19.
That
Or plus-
hits.
Yeah. And then 1d6. 10 damage.
All right. So you chop off the front legs of one of the spider creatures. Likely it still has 6 more.
And then I have extra attack.
Does that mean it's got 60 hit points?
No. That'd be awesome.
I thought that you were giving us a clue.
A little clue. Not that much.
14.
14 meets, so you hit.
Oh, another 10.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. My enemies, I'm going to say that 2 of them are going to engage with Vaso, since you have engaged them. They are both going to just try to hit you with a bite attack. First one is 17 to hit.
That hits.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
19.
You don't get the poison damage, but you take 7 piercing damage. And then while you're distracted with that one, another one comes up behind you, but misses with an 8. And my other one is just going to attack some citizen, which will down that citizen because they are pretty strong. Their poison attack is pretty strong. And so one more citizen dies this time, but from Denoa, not a Ordino. And that brings us up to Woods.
Season 4 game mechanics question.
Okay.
I have a bonus action. Can I cast? If I cast, I can still shoot twice, right? I can still attack twice, or is my second arrow technically my bonus action?
No. So when you get a ranger, and same thing with the barbarian and fighter classes, when you get that extra attack, it reads that if you use your action to attack, you get to attack a second time. So your action is 2 attacks.
Okay,
You
great.
would still have a bonus action.
Okay, great. So as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns. And I'm...
Which that just hits your next hit, right? Or something like that?
Yeah, it just, when my arrow hits, it does more damage. 28 to hit.
When her arrow hits, like she thinks she's going
Right.
to miss.
Oh, that's sad. 8 damage on my arrow, and
Are you
then
shooting the one that Vasso's attacking or the one that's solo attacking other people?
solo attacking other people because everyone's going to have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, gotcha. We're not shooting into
I'm not shooting into...
your allies.
No, not this time.
Not this character.
And then... All right, so everyone needs a dexterity saving throw.
All right, it's just that monster since it's by itself. Since the person it killed is dead. A 16. It's got to be fairly close to your spell save DC.
It passes. Sorry.
Okay, so I probably take half damage.
You take half damage. There's going to be another 3 that you're going to take half on. And then does a 17 hit?
It does.
With the ones, another 8 damage on my second arrow.
All right, that one is looking pretty beat up. It's been maybe pinned down to the ground with one of its legs with one of your arrows.
Okay.
So you know it's not going to be moving around, but it's still up and active. And that brings us back up to Vimus.
Vimus is still watching in the shadows, thinking these two could prove useful friends. And he has this moment of like, I need to take action, but doesn't for now.
Okay. Vaso, you're still in melee with 2 spiders.
So once Vasa got attacked, he goes into rage.
Okay, sounds good.
And then he's going to swing at the one that he was attacking before. So 19.
19 hits. I think this one's going away.
13 damage.
Yeah, he's gone. You split it in half.
All right. And then he's going to turn around and attack the other one.
Sounds good.
18.
18 hits.
9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. The one that you killed turns into a dark shard, which is contrasting the sea of golden shards. My enemies, he's just going to turn around and attack you. A 20 is going to hit you. Make a Constitution saving throw.
13.
13 passes. So you only take the 11 piercing damage, which will be half because of you're enraged. Woods, the one that you kind of pinned down, is going to look at you, and it breathes out a net. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
24.
All right, you dive out of the way as this web kind of hits the ground next to you, and then you kind of sense that it's got a I don't know how to describe acid, but everything it hits kind of starts to melt on where
Like sizzles,
the
kind of?
webbing had hit.
Okay, great.
And it kind of glares at you, but that's its only action because it can't move. Woods, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to turn around quickly and yell back to Vimus, "No, miss! Help!" And then she's going to shoot 2 more arrows into the thing that just threw a net at me. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Oh my gosh. That is 3 ones in a row. 7 damage on that. I'm sorry, 8 damage.
Oh, well, 8's enough. So it gets down. It was already immobile, so.
Okay. And then I'm going to shoot my second arrow at the monster attacking Nomis.
Vaso,
The monster attacking Vaso.
Man, we're good with names today.
18 again to hit.
18 hits.
Oh, I rolled a 2. 9 damage.
And that brings us up to Vimus.
So the Vive part of him is still assessing, but Woods' call for action. Are the 2 spiders close together?
There's only one left right now. It's the one that is attacking Vaso.
You know what? I think this is more fitting. No, I'll say that. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on the...
On the one that's remaining?
Yep.
So I have to do a dexterity saving throw, right?
Correct.
We give him disadvantage because he doesn't know that you're there. 5.
He fails. And he will be in a... We'll go with green light.
Yep. So he's highlighted in a green outline
So you have advantage.
on the attack against it, which it is now Vaso's turn, unless you were planning on moving or anything.
No.
All right. He's just going to swing away with advantage. 15.
All right. 15 hits.
11 damage.
All right. You chop him down, and he's down on his, belly. But he's still up.
Okay. Do I still have advantage on my extra attack?
You do, because he's got a spell on him, so everybody has advantage on him right now.
Okay. 21.
21 hits.
And 8 damage.
All right. And that finishes him off. He falls to his chest, and you just kind of stab him in the face.
Woods is going to turn around and beeline straight to Vimus and slam.
I'm still hidden.
Can
He is still hidden.
I can't find you.
You can
My
roll
stealth roll
a-
was a 22.
You can roll a perception check against his stealth.
13.
All right. You cannot find him, but you obviously know he's around.
Vimus, Where are you?
Yeah,
no, Miss.
take it easy
No.
on him. He's going through something.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware he's going through something. He's got to figure it out, man.
Well,
we're
yelling
gonna die.
at him is not going to help.
I disagree. I think it might help.
Oh, okay, whatever.
I yelled at him,
I'm gonna
and
start
you
heading,
turned green.
I'm going to start heading to the docks. All right, bye, miss. We're heading to the docks. We'll see you there.
You see that some more people are falling into golden shards that weren't hit by the spiders, but you do notice that is slowing down. It's not as frequently. Now it's maybe a couple minutes between someone turning to a golden shard. As you are walking towards the docks, you pass by a bulletin board, Vaso. It stands out to you because you see a picture of the yin-yang symbol from the Order of Light. And it's really bold letters. It says, "We want you. Are you blessed by the light? Strongly or weakly, all can help. Please travel to Black Bay Harbor. The great god, the harbinger creation, needs your help to cast a spell of healing on this land." That's what the poster says. You know, like where they put quest boards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's fairly large and fairly predominant, like it was just posted up there maybe 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Well, wonder what they're recruiting for.
Are you showing this to us?
Yeah.
You would all see it as you walk to
we
the
all see
bulletin.
it. Sorry, you just said Basso.
Well, he was there first.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, they're recruiting to probably stop us or whatever we're planning on doing because they don't want the dang worlds to collide. And do we? Do we want that? Do we want every single soul to be slammed into each other and have to deal with this?
I don't know.
I'm still
I really
hidden,
don't.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I don't know
But
either.
I know I have to go find my dad, so
Okay,
let's go.
maybe he'll know. Maybe he'll know.
Okay, so DM.
Yes.
So I did go on a quest with Kincaid, so I feel like I know how to sail a boat.
You know how to sail a boat. Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So I think we're good there. So let's just find a boat and
And you're gonna sail it?
yeah, and I'll order you two to help me.
Oh, do I have to call you captain?
Yes,
All right, let's go, Cap.
let's do it.
I get to be the skipper. He's not in charge. Vimus, we're leaving. If you'd care to join us.
Come on, buddy.
And you just hear from behind you, are we going south?
Yes.
He's just there.
I mean, I was following y'all the entire time.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Lucha.
Let's make haste. Corgon is where we need him to be.
For story mechanic, Kincaid and Captain Brandon have already left Stringham at this point, and you do find a boat.
For those of you listening at home, Ryan made a very sad, oh shucks, snap with his fingers
Let's do 3 characters. in
right
one.
after
Yes.
he passed a note to the DM, which I'm pretty sure read, "Please, Lord, don't make me play 3 characters."
Actually, it didn't.
It did not,
Okay.
but I didn't want him to play another character.
I'm struggling with this.
No, you are not struggling. You're crushing it.
So Kincaid and Captain Brandon have already left. You do find a boat on the docks that's kind of tied up, already kind of supplied up, like somebody was going to be heading out. But in the chaos, nobody's going to stop you from taking a boat. So if you want to steal the boat, you are more than welcome to. No one's going to. They're a little preoccupied as a city right now.
What's the name of the boat?
You guys tell me.
The Jezebel.
The Jezebel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jezebel.
I'm gonna reach into my bag of holding in my pocket and I'm gonna grab some gold and just put it where the boat was, like on one of the things that was tied down.
Gotcha.
It's definitely not enough to cover the
Cover
boat,
the boat, yeah.
but I mean it's something.
And you guys can push off to sail.
All right, Cap. We just go.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Set the sail up.
She's looking at you like, what do you mean set the sail up? The last time we were in a boat together.
Do you see that rope right there? Just pull
this
it.
is so entertaining.
The last time we were in a boat together, I was rowing because it was like 6 feet big. Okay, do you remember that?
No, miss, how could you
When
ever get
Kincaid
tired of
was
this?
Hey,
Dolphing in the ocean.
Oh, this is so good.
Tell me what to do.
just
Yes.
pull that rope over there.
Okay, pull it. Okay, fine. I'll pull it.
I don't think she's doing it right.
Are
Can-
you
can
gonna help?
Yeah. Can you show?
Oh, no, I'm not made for this type of work.
Do we have to roll the boat?
No, you can get the boat going.
Okay.
Tell her to row faster.
Can I please push him
We're
off?
not rowing a sailboat. That's not how that works.
Showing his ignorance.
Can
Well, it's got to move somehow.
Can I just cast
She needs
Gust?
to do it.
You can cast Gust.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Gust.
Yeah, you want to get out of dodge quickly.
And I'm fairly positive it's a cantrip. So I can just, that's my role. I'm going to sit at the pointy part of the boat, and I am just going to gust, and I'm going to let you steer.
You guys are going to go backwards, apparently. Don't you have to gust from the back of the boat?
I don't know how to boat. I'm not in a regatta. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's do it from back here.
Okay, fine. I do it the first time. We just got right back into shore.
We almost hit the land.
I'm like laughing at this point. Like, I feel like this is
you guys are just
so ridiculous.
All right, so you guys get out to sea, and you are going south. Everyone roll a perception check.
We're in the wrong boat. 14.
18.
Oh, I failed.
Okay.
Also,
I'm very
you're very interested in
I'm
these
very
two.
interested.
A part of me feels like when I cast gust, I'm literally like I have to actually like breathe out like I'm blowing up a pool float. That's what I feel like.
So you're just very preoccupied in that.
And like this spell of gust is coming out of my lungs.
Vasa, what did you get?
18.
After about 30 minutes, you're kind of getting back into your groove of being out on sea, and it's calmed down a little bit, so you're getting your senses back for you. But then you start looking around at your like horizon in the distance, and you notice that a boat is now behind you, and it seems to be catching up to you. You kind of scrummage through what belongings are on the boat, and you find like a spyglass, and you look out behind you and you see a pirate boat that is flying the flag of the Night Circle, and it is moving right towards your boat. You know that they're going faster than you. You also see that they have a fuller crew than you, and you know that they're probably going to catch up to you.
What is on the boat that we took? Is there any grease bags?
Oh my God.
No.
I feel like that should be the name of our podcast.
Grease bags?
Grease bags.
The boat that you took would definitely have been like a trading vessel. It was the city of like, their specialty was furniture. So you got like rocking chairs and like ottomans and stuff like that.
Let's offload some of this stuff for sure. And we're going to go a bit faster.
Yep.
So Vimus, can you start chucking stuff overboard?
Chuck it off the back so that they run into all this stuff.
Okay, we're gonna spend just a few minutes doing that. The other option
This could get us there faster, though.
Do you want me?
What?
If we play along, they may recognize me as Vive.
Yeah, but they're gonna know us.
You could be my captors. I have pool in the Night Circle. Do I have pool in the Night Circle?
Okay.
Yes, I have pool in the Night Circle.
Or
I was a general.
why don't we just open a rift and go to the other side?
Oh, they're just gonna follow us to the other side.
Do we know that?
Yeah.
Do we know? Have we discerned that?
Yes, because if you remember all of season 2, they had the ability to go between the two worlds. That was the main reason the pirates were so successful.
So is that the play? We're gonna let this guy be in charge.
I mean, I don't know. Do you have any other ideas?
No. Oh my God. Oh my Lucho. Okay. Cap, you're in charge. Vimus.
This is a good thing, I think.
Do we
Yes,
have to
leave
be
it to me.
Do you have to be your captors? Can we just be your compatriots?
There's no way. They're gonna know us.
Yeah, but we've been taking care of Vibe.
I can spin it to where they won't
Can we disguise?
come after you.
Can we like? And she's like looking at herself frequently.
You got about a minute. You're starting to see them very close, even without the eyeglass.
Okay.
I'll leave it to you. We can try to move or
We're not gonna
Get
move.
them.
I mean, we can't. We cannot out.
Vasa, make a dexterity saving throw.
14.
You get hit with an arrow from the archer that's on the other boat, and you take 6 piercing damage.
Can I shoot an arrow back?
Yeah, you can shoot an arrow
This
back
is-
for sure.
I'm just going to start yelling. This is General Vive. Halt.
I'm going to roll a perception check.
Dirty
Let's see.
20. I want to hit the archer.
Dirty 20 hits the archer.
13. Can I do it again?
Yeah. You can shoot twice.
26
26 hits.
and 10.
You are shouting that this is General Vive.
Oh, what if we play it like
He
we're
definitely
protecting
does not
him?
hear you over. So you can hear maybe shouting of orders and stuff like that on the other boat.
It's up to him.
And 2 more arrow shots get shot at Vaso. I'm assuming a 25 and a 23 hit you. So 7 piercing and 12 piercing damage. And now the boat is, let's say, within 50 feet. Are you continuing to shout, General
Yes,
Vive?
but it's more aggressive.
Okay.
Fools. This is General Vive. Cease.
So then with that, the arrows would stop ceasing. The boat is going to continue to be right next to your guys' boat. And they're going to throw grappling hooks onto your railing so that they can pull the two boats next to each other. Are you doing anything to stop that, prevent that, or anything like that?
No.
I'm going to stand in front of Vive with my bow docked. Like I'm
Oh, your bow knocked?
knocked. Like I'm protecting him.
A large figure steps off the boat like a big orc. You don't recognize him, Vive, but he probably wasn't on your crew. And he says, General Vive, it's nice to see that you're still around. And then he looks at Woods. It's like, he was right. You would lead him to him. Men, kill him. And he points at Vaso.
I immediately get my rapier out and point it at this orc's neck. You will do no such thing.
I am sorry.
Whose order is this?
I am sorry, General, but the professor has given us a direct initiative. You'll understand. And then the archer's going to shoot another shot at...
I'm letting my bow go at this guy's head.
Okay, so at the same time the archer's going to shoot, you're shooting the commander, which is not the archer, just to make sure you know.
No, I know. I want to shoot the commander.
Okay, just making sure that we're shooting the right order here. A 12 Vaso to hit you.
That misses.
18.
That hits.
All right, 5 more piercing damage, and we'll just roll initiative after Sam's attack.
All right, so my first was a dirty 20 with 13 for the commander. My second is a 24 with 8 for the commander.
Both those hit.
Yeah, so I've given him 8 and 13. And then I got a 7 in initiative.
Enemy's got a 13. What do you guys get for
Oh,
initiative?
I haven't even rolled yet. 10.
Vaso, what did you get initiative?
16.
All right, so you are first to act. All right, Vaso. In front of you, you see a large, burly orc that's the commander, and then you see the archer that's been shooting you. On the boat, you also see 3 other, we'll say crewmen. They have simple swords, and you see that they have a very solid brand on their forehead, which you would immediately put together as the Truthseer deckhands. You've been dealing with them for the last few months, so you recognize this setup. They got 2 capable fighters and then 3 deckhands that can fight, but they're really not that great.
So there's 5 people total.
5 people total.
Okay. First I'm going to go into rage.
Okay. For the second time today.
Yeah.
Very stressful day.
And then is the archer like right at the edge?
Yeah, we'll say the archer was still on his boat, probably.
Yeah.
They did tie the boats together, though, so you'd be able to, like, go tackle him if you wanted to.
Okay.
The big chief guy might try to do, like, a swing at you when you run by, but that would be a risk you'll have to take.
Okay. Yeah, I'm basically going to run at the archer and tackle him. Basically, I'm going to jump over and I'm going to jump over and then
Try
hit
to
him. Stab him with my sword.
Stab him. Okay, perfect. Commander tries to hit you with the Morning Star, but he was not expecting you to be that fast. So,
Is our quarter orc?
quarter orc. Crit fail? Are you seriously doing a crit fail here?
Crit fail.
Man, your dice.
Who invited you?
All right, roll your D100.
Oh my god. If you lose another limb, we're done. We're just gonna let him take you. That's if you roll a 1, that's what happens.
What'd you roll?
Did you roll a 1?
They're all zeros.
All zeros.
That's a 100.
That's a 100.
Yeah.
Woohoo! That's good.
I'm gonna let that crit fail just perfectly slide away. Then we'll say that you hit the archer, but he got his bow up, so he knocked your sword free, but you also knocked his his bow free.
Okay.
So you guys are now both unarmed on the other ship.
Okay.
Enemies are going to go the big chieftain guy that was talking to you guys. You see hesitation that he doesn't want to attack Vive, but he doesn't really care about Woods, so he's going to just try to Spartan kick you in the sternum. I'm assuming an 8 misses you, though.
Correct.
So you kind of dive out of the way. He gets a little bit frustrated, so now he's going to try to punch you. A 21 to hit.
That hit.
14 bludgeoning damage from his punch. And then he's going to just turn and jump back towards his boat. I think you'd be close enough to do an attack of opportunity. I'm not going to give Woods one because that was his main reason for physically attacking, was to kind of put you off balance. But Vive, if you want to sneak or attack of opportunity, you can take it. Or you
Does that count as spell?
It's only melee for attack of opportunities.
I'm going to hold it then.
Okay, sounds good. He jumps onto the other boat. With his movement, he's already attacked, so that's all he can do. The archer, he's going to try to get away from you because he doesn't like hand-to-hand combat. So he's going to just run away. So you'd get an attack of opportunity on him.
Yeah, I guess I'll just punch him or something.
Yep.
Or can I try like?
You can try to grapple him if you want to.
Yeah, I was gonna try to do that.
We'll do a competing strength. He's not very strong. He got a 4, which is ironic because in medieval times the archers were actually the strongest ones.
Yeah.
18.
All right, so we'll say that he tries to flee, and you are able to grab his leg and he twist it. So you dealt. Go ahead and do 2d6 damage as you break his leg.
6.
So he's kind of in agony, screaming at this point. He's still trying to crawl away, but now you're holding on to him, so he can't really get anywhere. My other enemies, they are going to each attack you. 16, a 13, and a 6.
The 16 hits.
All right. 16 dealt you 5 slashing damage from his scimitar. So you start seeing Vaso get surrounded by 5 enemies. And that brings us up to Vimus.
I'm trying to picture this. So the orc is back on the boat. Where are the enemies surrounding
So
Vaso?
we'll say Vaso's in the middle. He's holding on to the leg of the archer, kind of like standing over him. But while he's been doing that, the 3 deckhands have kind of surrounded him like in a half moon.
Okay.
So 4 enemies are directly next to Vaso, and then the chieftain just jumped on the boat, so he's maybe 10 feet away.
So could I get the chieftain or the orc and like 2 to 3 of the deckhands in a spell without hitting, if it's a 15-foot cube? How many could I hit without hitting Vaso?
They're right on top of Vaso, so I'd say you can easily hit the chieftain guy and maybe 1 of the deckhands. But other than that, you'd risk hitting Vaso.
Yeah, I don't want to hit Vaso. So I think seeing his friend get attacked and Vibe's plan not working. Nomis is going to cast Thunder Wave at a 3rd level spell.
Okay. What do I got to do?
It's a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Let me get my commander up. 18.
That's a success.
Okay. What happens of the success?
It takes half his damage.
Okay. And is he still pushed back or no?
No.
Okay. So what is the damage that I'm taking?
48.
Wow. That's still a lot of damage.
Well,
I guess I get a half.
It's a 1st level, and I cast it as a 3rd level. So it's 2d8, and then when I cast a spell at 2nd level or above, the damage increases 1d8 for each slot above 1st.
Gotcha.
2, we're going strong. 7, 8, 13.
13 halved would be
6.
6. Okay.
And then whatever the deck can.
The deck can I need to roll to see if he passes or not. Doesn't.
And then he gets pushed 300 feet.
300 feet.
Oh my God.
He goes flying up.
No, it's audible 300 feet. Sorry.
Okay. Wow.
10 feet. He gets pushed 10 feet.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming would still be off the boat.
I'm going to say that he takes the damage and kind of gets flung back, and you see him. He doesn't get flinged off the boat, but he gets flung really hard into the deck railing. He just slumps over, knocked unconscious.
Okay.
Well, he'd probably be killed with your
13.
He would have taken the full, so he's out. He turns into a corpse.
Okay. And then I'm going to just take a dash action.
Oh yeah, was your bonus action?
Yep.
Where are you dashing to?
To get behind another deckhand.
All right, Woods.
Okay, first, Woods is going to take her bonus action and cast Shield of Faith on Vaso. So, Vaso, for the next 10 minutes, you're going to get a +2 to your AC. So you're going to go to an 18 instead of a 16.
That's a concentration spell. Just pointing out so you can't cast Fog Cloud also.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then I'm going to continue to focus my efforts on the big orc.
Okay.
And I'm just going to continue to shoot him. Ooh, natty 20. Okay, so that's... Ooh, yes. Okay, 15 and 6 is 21 damage on the first one. And then a crit fail.
All right. Roll your D100.
Dang it.
100.
Well, yeah, would you guys just die? 58.
All right. You're going to miss 1 round of combat because as you are in tune with your bow, you start having a daydream, maybe like a flash before your eyes as you see a twisted dream of light and darkness. You have a vision of elves dressed in very fine clothing, drinking, eating the finest of foods, just dropping extra scraps from the table. These scraps begin to fall and fall, passing into a darkness, a mist of sort, ultimately landing on a metal grate of dirty floor where you see a mob of sickly dwarves fighting over the scraps, chewing when they can before being pulled back and overcome by hungry mouths. Then in your goddess's voice you hear, "Is it fair for one to have so much and the other to have so little?" So that kind of knocks you out of a round, as you're having this vision in front of you. So that will be your punishment for your crit fail. Vaso, your turn.
Okay, so I've got one guy in a stranglehold.
Yep, you're holding his leg.
Oh, okay.
Broken leg.
Where are the other two, or other?
They are right behind you, basically hitting you with swords.
Okay, there's 3 of them.
Well, there's the one on the ground and then 2 behind you. One of them was just launched off into the deck rail.
Okay. All right, where's my sword?
You'd have to move to reach it, but it's maybe 10 feet away from you.
Okay, I'm going to go get my sword.
Isn't he attuned to it?
He is, but I don't think it comes back to him, does it?
Oh, that was his axe.
That was his axe, yeah.
Never mind.
That was
I was trying to help.
Theron's axe.
Yeah, that's right. Theron had that, right?
Yep. I don't think you had that one. All right,
Okay.
so you're going to get 2 attacks of opportunities from the deckhands for moving. A 4 and a 10.
Both miss.
Okay. And are you going to drag the archer with you, or are you just going to let go of him?
I think I'm going to let him go.
So you run over and grab your sword.
And then I'll come back and start attacking him.
Okay, sounds good. So you go grab it, and then you come back to try to stab down on the archer, I assume.
Okay, well, is he the closest? Or well, I was going to maybe go for the deckhands.
Oh, you can, ignore the archer then and do the deckhands. That's fine.
Yeah, because, what the archer going to do?
Run away. or
hobble away.
Crawl away. Drag away. I don't know.
21.
21 hits.
Is that a natural 20?
No.
Oh.
Dirty. And 13 damage. And then I'll attack again. 17.
17 also hits.
10 damage.
All right, so that one downs that deckhand. And that brings us up to myself. Captain is going to close in and attack Vaso with his Morning Star. He gets 2 attacks, a 17 to hit and an 11 to hit.
17 meets and 11.
I thought you had 18.
He has the...
I have 15. I have a 15 or...
Oh, you said
plus 2.
you said 18.
Oh, I thought before you said I'm so sorry, because you said 16.
Man, I'm just going to stay out of it.
I'm sorry.
I'm an honest player. So.
No, yeah.
I appreciate it.
No, yeah. Yes. The 16 was rolled before, and I thought you said it meets, but it hit. So I assumed your AC was a 16.
All right, so 13 piercing damage, but you're enraged, so half that. The deckhand is going to swing a scimitar at you. 5 is probably going to miss you. And I'm going to let the archer crawl to his bow and shoot with disadvantage just 1 shot, since you're not paying attention to him. 8 is probably going to miss you, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the rest of his movement, he's going to crawl as far away as he can from you. And that brings us up to Woods, which your turn is skipped this time.
Correct.
All right, Vimus.
Where is the captain in relation to me?
He is now attacking Vaso, so you'd just have to sidestep a little bit and you'd be able to get behind him.
Okay.
If that's what you're asking.
Yep. I'm going to attack him with my rapier. So, I'm trying to remember the rogue. Do I get advantage since he's engaged with my
You do not.
ally?
You'll get +2 to your hit for flanking, but you get your sneak attack because he is within 5 feet
It's
of
the
an
sneak
enemy.
attack.
Yep.
Okay.
You always get sneak attack if you have advantage, but if they have an enemy within 5 feet, you can also use sneak attack.
Okay. I don't know why I got another D20 out. All right. So I get since I'm using my rapier, it's a +1.
Okay. So you get +3 this time because you also have flanking
And I'm proficient with it.
and your dexterity. You're going to have a really high roll.
So I get a 1D. I get to add +10, I think, to my roll.
It's like a Sam roll.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Jeez.
It's got to be good at D&D.
21.
Yep, it hits.
So the damage would then be 1d8 +4. Wow, I rolled a 1.
So 5,
5. Plus I get sneak attack.
which is how many?
2d6 for
2d6.
3rd level. 4, 9.
Yep, it's an additional 9.
And is he surprised? I guess he wouldn't be
I'm going
surprised.
to be surprised because
Okay.
he's in melee. Or he's in combat. He is going to drop to a knee, though, so I'm going to give him disadvantage on his next attacks because he's quite bloodied at this point.
Um,
You have a bonus action, so I don't know if you get multi-attack yet.
no, not with the third level. So I don't think I can cast anything.
You have bonus actions. Do you have cutting words as a bard?
Not that I wrote down.
Okay, that's a specific college. You can deal damage with your bardic inspirations, like a vicious mockery.
Oh, no, I don't have that.
All right, so that's your turn then.
But he's not looking good.
He's not looking good.
Okay. I'm going to hide.
Okay, sounds good.
21.
Okay, sounds good. So you break line of sight and maybe hide behind some crates that are on the battlefield. Now it's Vasa's turn.
So who's left?
You have one deckhand, the archer that's crawled away from you, and you're currently getting hit by the captain, but he's looking very weak.
Okay. I am actually going to attack the captain.
So you turn and slashy slash.
11.
11 is going to hit his chain armor and just doesn't break it.
Okay. And 16.
16, same thing. You got closer, like you are indenting the chain armor, but it's just not quite breaking out of the way yet.
Okay.
Do you have any bonus actions or anything?
Yeah, no. I'm good.
Yep. Morningstar at disadvantage. 7's going to miss you. You see him trying to hit you, but he's just having trouble holding up his Morningstar. The deckhand is perfectly healthy, though, so he's just going to swing away, but he's going to get a 5 because he's not very good. And then the archer is now taking his time. He's going to do 2 arrow shots at you. A 15 to hit and a 10 to hit.
Both miss.
Nice, because of the protection.
Shield of Faith.
So that was very uneventful for my enemies. That brings us up to Vimus. Woods got skipped last time because of her crit fail.
Oh, okay. I just feel like I took a turn.
You did. We went really fast through the order.
Okay.
Because we're all missing each other.
So since I hid,
Because I'm not playing.
I'm going to come back out and re-attack the captain.
Yep. And I did forget last time you do have advantage because he's raging. And he's got his totem of the wolf. You're definitely probably going to hit unless you get a double crit
But since
fail.
I hid and then attacked, he's probably still... He didn't know I hid. Okay.
He had no idea what's going
Do
on.
I still get a +2?
Yep. Still get a +2.
Natty Catty.
Oh, that is the one. I thought it was a 1 from this
Yes!
angle.
No, 'cause there's the one right there.
All right.
Natty
yeah,
Catty.
You're definitely. How are you just going to kill this guy? Because you're definitely doing enough damage.
Vaso, you look up at the captain and you just see a rapier just go right through his throat.
Nice.
Like all the way. Like the hilt is in the back of his neck.
Okay.
On the other side.
You did such a powerful move. I'm going to say that you can also pull out a dagger. Like maybe the captain has a dagger on his belt. And you pull out the dagger and you could kill the deckhand as well if you want to.
Yeah, I think I would take it out of the belt, twirl it in my hand, and just throw it.
Yep, I like it. So you
Hit
downed.
him right between the eyes.
Yep. So you downed those 2 as one falls into a dark shard, the captain, the deckhand falls into a corpse. And that's going to bring us up to Woods as Vimus rides the dark shard to the ground.
What? Who's left?
Just the archers left.
I'm gonna
With the broken leg.
With the
I'm
broken
gonna-
leg laying on the ground, dragging blood.
get up and I'm still on the original boat.
Yep, you're still on the main boat.
Do I have a shot at it?
You do.
Perfect. 15.
15 does not hit. So you hit like a crate right next to him.
I crit failed again.
You crit failed again.
Golly.
All right, roll your D100.
33.
You sense a lot of disappointment coming from your goddess.
Yeah, I know.
And go ahead and temporarily put a -2 on your hit, your chance to hit.
Okay.
You
Like
still get
your-
like a +30 to hit though, right?
She still gets a lot. But the idea being...
Plus 28.
The idea being is you are...
No, it's only a plus 11 now, which is
Only a
Only a plus 11.
which is actually
Oh.
not
Only
which
a plus
is my
11.
normal. So my lucha, my normal hit is plus 11, and with lucha, you add 2 to that when I use my lucha bow. So it would just be like my normal hit.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. So you're
I gotta
losing
hit
that.
normal.
You're trying to... I'm basically
Yeah,
trying to
I
say like
understand
you're
that.
losing that blessing.
I understand. Yeah, we're on the same page because
Gotcha.
I'm sitting in this space where I'm a paladin and I'm not listening
Yep, exactly.
to what my goddess wants me to do,
Yep.
or
you got
I'm doubting. I'm not listening.
it. You're doubting. Yeah.
I'm just internally doubting, and I feel like she can sense that.
Yep, I agree. All right, Vaso, you're up.
Okay, how far away is this archer from me?
He only crawled maybe 20 feet.
All right, I'm going to just run up to him and stab him in the face.
All right, I like it. Go ahead and roll. Crit fail?
That is like 4 crit fails
All right.
today.
Roll your D100.
I'm scared. 40.
Okay. You are walking towards the guy and you got like all the confidence in the world and you go to like raise your sword to stab at him and then all of a sudden a spear just hits you in the chest and you like look down and you're like trying to like pull this spear out and you kind of are obviously freaking out a little bit. So you guys kind of see Vaso going up to like stab someone, then all of a sudden like drop his sword to the ground and like try to pull something out of his chest. And we are going to skip the rest of your turn. The enemy is very confused, but he's going to take advantage of that and move away from you because you're not going to attack of opportunity. And he's going to try to shoot you with 2 bow shots. 14 and 11, both miss. That brings us up to Nomis, or Vimus.
I'm going to go up and, first I'm going to look around and see where the spear came from.
You don't see a spear in front of you. Don't see a spear in Vaso. You see him trying to pull something out of his chest, but there's nothing there.
Okay. I'm going to go up to the archer and just put my rapier to his neck and ask why did the professor want this one dead?
We are to kill him or Osav the Skull Crusher. Osav's been too difficult to kill, so we're killing the weak one.
Interesting.
And then he's going to start fishing through his pockets. I have the order here. He's reaching into his pockets.
I don't believe him. I'm stabbing him in the neck.
Okay.
I know better.
All right. So he turns into a dark shard. We've established that they leave behind belongings. So as he falls into a dark shard, you see a parchment fall out like he was actually taking out a piece of parchment. And it frivels and is kind of rolled up at your feet. And we're out of combat.
I'm going to go up to Vaso and kind of shake him. Hey, man, you okay?
Is the spear still there?
Now that you are shaken back from whatever vision you had, you realize that when you were looking down at that spear that was in your chest, you weren't on a boat when you were looking at that spear. You were in the middle of a battlefield. But now that woods kind of shook you, you're like, oh. And then you see that there's just nothing on your chest.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, are you okay?
And Vaso's like, touching his body, like looking for wounds and stuff. He's like,
Yeah, you're fine.
I could have sworn I saw a spear in me.
What? No.
I think I had a vision.
Oh my. Okay.
I think, yeah. I don't know. I just, for a minute there, I wasn't on the boat. It was weird. And there was a spear in me.
Who? And she's gonna look at Vimus. Who's Osage? Who is he talking about?
Vimus is on his knees, sword is dropped, clutching the parchment, and he's kind of like quietly just sobbing.
Interesting. Have you looked in the parchment or are you just holding it?
Just holding it.
All right.
What? Hey. What's going on?
And then in a Nomis cadence, he's just, this other side is dark. I let it take over and it didn't work and you all got hurt and I killed people that I didn't even know easily.
I mean, we've all killed people we don't know.
But not like this.
Yeah.
They were trying to
The
kill
side
us.
of hiding and stabbing, it's too much. And I let him take over and now you all were put in danger because of mistrust I had.
No. I mean, we were in danger regardless. And the fact that he was here actually slowed it down. And it did help. It's inevitable. They're all coming after us.
But it's such a dark, mistrusting feeling to watch you all fight Denoa and do nothing, assessing you as if I'm watching you fight for the first time, and then trying to figure out how you're going to play into my retaking of the Iron Mist, like I'm using you all to get there, is what I felt.
See, and this is what has been weighing on me, because what we are going to go do, we are going to make more than half of this population feel exactly the way that you feel. And is that the right answer?
I don't know if I'd wish this on anybody.
Well, we're about to wish it on everyone.
Unless there's a way to break the spell without merging, or find a way to break the spell but also have it unmerge.
We need to figure that out.
Like, is there a way to release Vive from me? As much as I want to help him, I don't know if I can let this
So is there a
take
way,
over.
Is there a way to find the person who casted the spell to begin with, and instead of breaking this one, maybe create another
I don't know.
that takes these two worlds and lets them be as two worlds and end the connection between us?
Because it was the Harbinger, it was a skill or spell cast on the Harbinger of Destruction to punish him so that he wouldn't die.
Well, what if we just killed him?
I don't know how easy it would be to kill a god of destruction.
Yeah, but I can turn into a god. I mean, and it's not just us. I mean, we've affected people all around us that we could bring together to do that. And maybe I could speak to Lucha. And maybe we could get the other gods and the one that's obsessed with Kincaid. What was his name? Cormit. You know, maybe there's a way that we can stop this at the source without having to collide these two worlds together.
Just let them live in their two separate entities.
Just let them live and let the good people of Dorma, the elves that we know, take back their city and take back their world. And maybe in the same time, we'll bring some feelings back to this side. But I'll be honest, living in
It's
a
worth a
fog
shot.
with no emotion is a hell of a lot better than being slammed together and living in complete and utter inner turmoil for the rest of your life.
I mean, if I struggled to control this, I don't know how others, especially if the Dorma side is more dominant and now people are starting to feel feelings of hate and mistrust or sadness. How is that going to translate? I don't know.
We need to figure out how to alter this spell without breaking it.
Boss is going through the ship and looking for supplies and seeing what's on there.
All I know is that they want him dead because his other half is possibly causing problems.
We need to find your other half, because if he dies, you're done. You also, and that just hit her. Like, you're the only one left out of the three of us that isn't merged.
Well, aren't you merged?
Yeah, I've been merged since I was born.
Well,
and he.
So maybe I should merge.
Yeah, because we got to figure this out.
I don't know if I'm in a shape to read this, but this archer had this.
I'm going to open it.
I'm not going to get it word for word from what I said earlier in your guys' episode, but it says something like, Ozov the Skull Crusher has become a problem. If you see him or his other half, kill them immediately. And then there is a picture of a person that looks remarkably similar to Vaso, except for a little bit beefier.
I feel like he's creating the type of problem that we're going to like.
As this story pulls on your soul, in the end, we hope it is full.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for taking the time to listen to our podcast. It really means a lot to us. If you are enjoying the content and you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review. It's really going to help us grow our listenership and be able to reach more people. I also want to give a special thanks to Tabletop Audio for providing the background music for today's episode.